Good morning, or good afternoon. It could be the evening indeed, so in which case, good evening. So this week, part 2 of this lovely Vinyasa Flow. So working with the obliques, internal and external obliques, and the sides of the body that hold us up, that support the heart. And I really enjoyed the theme last week. I really enjoyed working on this area, adding just a little tiny bit of kind of Pilates style awareness of our deep core. And of course it all threads together really, really beautifully because we work with the different energy centers. We work on creating stability in the spine, which of course is the axis between the heavens and the earth, the center of our body. And so we need that center to be strong. So let's imagine today that we are continuing to work on this sense of stability, strength, and just feeling grounded and supported by our own strength. And so we'll begin with a little mudra meditation. And take the hands, opening the palms, this open-handed mudra, the elbows by the sides, just feeling open to what is today. To notice how we're feeling, what's present in this moment, and without any judgment. You know, if we're feeling like we're not in the best mood, or maybe there's something happening for us this week or this day, there might be some challenges at the moment that we're facing. Whatever it is, we're trying to find this presence, just this feeling of being very much in the center, not feeling one way or another way about anything that is present right now. And as we take the breath deep into the belly, maybe doing ujjayi breath, we can start to use the breath as this centering tool, increasing our capacity for allowing whatever feelings are present, with equanimity, with a feeling of not being too controlling of this. To allow with each inhalation more space. Maybe with the exhalations, any negative feelings, letting go of excess tension, thoughts that are negative. If there are any intentions we'd like to set for the practice today, maybe we want to find ourselves in a more settled, relaxed place, or maybe we want to let go of a specific thought, embody a specific quality or virtue. Maybe we need patience, compassion, understanding, or courage. And we welcome that in as well. We open up so that we can allow in what we need. And then from this place, let's do some little twirling arm meditation. So we're going to take the palms out to the side like we're spinning plates. We roll the palms up to the sky behind the head, above the head. And then we let the arms come forward, internally rotating out to the sides, bending the knees, and then spinning back to center. I'll come to face you for this bit so you can see. So I'm going to spin my hands back and out, externally rotate my shoulders, connecting with the crown, and then opening the back of the shoulders, a little bit like the teacup qigong that we have done many times in the past, where we're trying to create this beautiful massage for the shoulder joint. But we're also coming into this place of wave motion, which is what we want to embody today. We want to embody those undulations through the spine, but not just the spine, all the joints. We feel like we can start to move with this arm flow. External rotation lifts us up. The internal rotation brings us back down. keep moving between these two positions and letting the body follow the shoulders. So, you know, we might be moving from the neck and the body follows. We might be moving from the lower back and then the body follows. We might be moving from the feet. And so we're guiding the body this time, on this occasion, with the arms. Massaging shoulders. Let's do one more. Opening the heart, embracing space, fluidity, and then grounding down, massaging the back of the neck, feeling steady, coming back to the beginning position. And then we'll take the hands on the lower back. So at the back of the mat, we're going to do like last week, where we're just flowing forward in a standard vinyasa. I'll mirror you for the practice so you can see me a little better. But we'll massage the lower back here, just giving the lower back a little bit of our love like we did last week. And then on the inhale, lift the tail, open the belly, and feel that beautiful rippling undulation all the way up into the heart. And then as we tuck the tail, we flow forward into this wide Utkatasana, or chair. Now as we get down with the hips in line with the knees, press the knees with the toes, inhale, lift the tail, and then exhale, tuck the tail, draw the belly in, and undulate back up into mountain pose or Tadasana. Take the hands to the lower back, open the front of the spine, and then tailbone tucks. Feel the movement. So now the movement's coming from the lower back first. As we sit the hips, we can float the arms forward as we breathe in. And as we breathe out, feel the push of the feet and how that connects to the core, to Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha in the belly button. Let's take a beautiful inhale, opening this lotus flower of the heart to the sky. And then feel the core muscles catching you on the way down into the squat. And then lifting the tail, lifting the heart, the breath in. Exhale, push the feet, draw the belly in, as if you're extracting energy from the earth itself. And then one more time, opening, standing back bend, and then exhaling, rounding forward, this time coming into Uttanasana. And in Uttanasana, you can hold your elbows, you can experiment a little bit with what you're doing with your arms, enjoying some free movement. And feeling the rooted strength through your feet. So you feel like the feet are rooting down below the surface of the earth. A wee drinky over here. It's been a bit smoky in Toontown recently, so my voice is going. Now let's feel the undulation. As you breathe in, maybe just take a really subtle back bend. And then as you breathe out, really subtle tuck of the tailbone. Let's bring the hands to the floor. Slide forward onto the knees. And take Anahata. Anahata Asana. The arms spread towards the front of the mat. The hips go up and back. And there's beautiful space in between. The head melts down. Feeling of space through the back of the neck. You maybe take the forehead down, whatever feels more comfortable. But really just kind of letting go of the heart's tension, any intense feelings that are gripping or controlling, or as you breathe out, just giving it away. And then we'll take a twist. I might do the same as you today, actually, seeing as we're not doing a mandala. Let's take the right arm underneath the left arm. Just getting this really nice stretch here. Back of the shoulder. I like to move my hips a little bit to massage my lower back. And then let's change sides. The right arm comes back, the left arm goes under. And then just kind of guiding a little bit of undulation through the tailbone like we practiced. Exploring what you feel in the back of the left shoulder. And then let's bring the left arm back into Anahata. And then let's see if we can come to chest chin. So chest chin, we slide the hands in, the elbows tuck into the ribs. So your biceps roll forward. The tail stays high as the chin drops to the floor. You feel this hip lift. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, see if you can flow into Bhujangasana or in this kind of fluid wave-like movement. Tuck the chin, allow the shoulders to roll independently for a spontaneous cobra. And I love to let my head just kind of hang out for the first bit anyway, and then I'm just kind of allowing myself to stretch my neck, bending the knees, maybe even rolling over a little bit here to stretch it. This first thing in the morning when you're doing this sequence, this should feel really good. Just to be in this creative space where you're exploring, you're playful, you're enjoying, like a cobra, just kind of moving, flowing. As if you're connecting with this movement that is so deeply hidden from our daily lives, but this flow, this kind of ocean of energy that drives us forward. Imagine you're just tapping in a little more to that. And then let's take a prostration, release the forehead down, just shake the hips a little bit side to side. Let's take a nice symmetrical cobra, fingertips rolling back, shoulders roll up, back and down. We breathe in, let the heart open, let the lotus flower expand where that lovely seed energy is. And then back to child's pose. And let your hips kind of wiggle a little bit to massage your lower back. Forehead to the ground, little sway just to soften. And then let's tuck the tailbone, roll up to kneeling position at the back of the mat here. And let's enjoy a little wrist massage. Now I am going to use a block here. If you have a block, you can by all means use the block. If you don't have a block, you could just use a little cushion or something. Just something to go in between the thighs here. So this is going to switch on the leg muscles, the glutes, especially in the hamstrings and a little bit the quads. So imagine as you bring your block in between the knees and the hips, you're going to push it directly in. So if you pushed it forward, you feel the glute muscles engage. If you squeeze the block back, you feel the fronts of the hips engaging. So try to go somewhere in between so it feels like you're locking the block into the middle, and then the Mula Bandha, the pelvic floor muscles engage to lift. Let's create this little lotus flower with the hands. So the wrists come in, and then we're going to start to lean back in a pulsation and just roll the wrists to stretch them out. And again, we're kind of preparing shoulders, wrists for the side planks that we're going to do today. So there's not loads of standing poses today, but the legs are very active in supporting our upper body poses, our arm strength poses, because the body is one whole entity, connected to the world around you, connected, everything inside is connected. So it's feeling this connection helps us to feel the wave that flows, you know, this connected tissue wave, myofascia, the wave of energy around us, gravity pulling us down, connected energy, electromagnetic energy, to be connected to this sense of oneness, which is what yoga means. Getting very deep today. All right, let's come back up, take the block out, put the block to one side, come back to kneeling, and then let's take this open hand mudra again. So what did we notice when we did those pulsations and we activated the lower body? What did we notice? Really, really important to be aware of what's happening, how the day is panning out in your internal universe, in your inner cosmos. What do you notice about this moment? And then let's bring the hands to the floor, slide back into tabletop. And we'll do a little marauding bear. So marauding bear, we're gonna, again, just freestyle movement a little bit. Maybe doing some little barrel rolls with the hips, tailbone tucks, hips press out to the side. Or you might want to work a little more on the shoulders, which is fine as well. Circling the shoulders around the wrists. Maybe doing a little protraction and retraction of the shoulder blades to get some free movement going in the neck and the upper back, and just exploring in this beautiful free way. Remember, your body is one whole entity, everything connected, everything flowing inside, creating this space, letting go of stagnation. And then as we do so, we connect to the world around us, so much energy available to us as we connect to this source of energy. And then let's do a little diagonal pointer, so good for the body. So we'll come into the center. I'll do the same as you for this bit. Right arm, left leg extends. Now we're going to breathe in. As we breathe out, we'll take the right arm and the left leg out to the side. Inhale, coming forward and back. And then exhale, opening to the side. Inhale, forward and back. Exhale, keeping the arm and the leg lifted. So just kind of waking up the sides. And then on this next round, tuck the heel to the tail and reach around to pick up your left foot with your right hand. Maybe engage a bit of a flex of the foot so that you feel a bit more stability and a little bit less in the knee. And as you inhale, feel this beautiful back bend. The leg is lifting, the arm is just gripping, and the heart opens. Let's release the foot, come to the other side. Resetting by finding the bones and stacking them like you would with some furniture. And as you inhale, the arm and leg lift. As you exhale, the arm and leg come out to the side. Breathing in forward, keeping the gaze to the floor, so we're finding our balance. Contralateral movement is incredibly good for us. So always embracing the wobble, embracing the challenge of coordinating, because it's so good for your brain. Last one. Feel your side bum engage. Forward and back, bend the right knee and pick it up. Pick up the foot any way you can grab. If you're able to grab the ankle, maybe flexing the foot, just gives you a bit more energy. And then hug in the pelvic floor to support your lower back. And as you breathe in, use the energy of the leg. Let's release, nice and slow. Hands to the floor. And then let's go back into dog. So we're gonna grip with our tiger claws, take the weight off the wrists. So finding the bandhas gives us buoyancy and lightness, and especially with poses like Vashisthasana, side plank. So imagine here you're drawing in the energy of your palms. Hasta Bandha, the hand locks. You suck energy through these locks and the valves close the energy in. You feel energized through your arms, through your heart and your chest. The tail lifts and the pelvic floor draws in, giving Mula Bandha, the root, energy. And that energy flies up into the stem of the plant, belly button to the ribs, Uddiyana Bandha. And then through the feet, we open out the feet to find the arches, which let energy in, Pada Bandha, footlock. Now let's take the right leg to the sky. I'm going to mirror you for these sections actually. So right leg comes up, leg furthest away from me. Now push into the hands and extend the foot. As you exhale, undulate forward, tucking the tailbone like we did at the start. Feel the lift of energy, and then step that right foot through. Lunge pulsation, so right leg is forward. Take a breath in and open the heart, and then exhale, lift from the root. Hello, mate. So on the breath in, you're going to open the heart, open the center of your body, and then on the exhale, this feeling of lift, engaging with the ground, engaging with your center. Let's take one more. Nice big breath in. And then a beautifully big, deep, powering exhale to lift the energy. Let's take that left knee to the floor now, and then we'll push the right foot to let the arms fly up to the sky. Interlace the fingers above the head, roll the palms up to the ceiling as you breathe in. Now as you exhale, open out your side body, moving the arms to the right, so away from me. See if you can create some space in that right side body. Let's take the hands to the floor. We'll take a little half split. Lift the right heel, lift the right toes, and then feel the undulation in your spine, lifting the tail, creating space, and then drawing the belly in as you exhale. Come back into the knee bend, turn the left toes away from me, and this is why I wanted to mirror you for this bit, because we're going to come up into a little Pilates exercise to engage the waist. So Straighten out the right leg, coming into gate pose, and let's stretch the side body first. So let's take the right hand, slide it down the center of the right leg. The left arm is going to reach up to the sky, and then exhale, beautiful side bend. Maybe look down to stretch the neck. And then as we come up, we'll do a little mudra meditation. Draw your right toes towards me. Cross the chest with your hands, coming into Vashti Mudra. We did this last week. So this is about well-being, balance, and good health, basically. So it's going to improve our health. So your palms are facing out, round in line with your shoulders. You're going to take a nice big breath in. As you breathe out, keeping the hips still, lean to the left. Keep your right foot to the floor, just until you feel it, and then pull back up. 5 more. Lean to the left. Hold. So you're keeping your body in a lateral movement. It's only the rib cage that's moving. So the waist muscles are lifting you up. Let's get a little oblique exercise. And so the waist muscles are lifting you up. Engage the pelvic floor. Keep the hips as still as you can. All right, on this next one, we're going to take the arms out to the side. So as we go down, I'm going to pause. I'm going to extend the arms out, giving a little bit of more work to the obliques. Coming back up, circling in, breathing in. And then as you exhale, leaning to the left, arms extend, and then come back up. Let's keep going. Inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, and then exhaling. Oh, I'm feeling this now. Okay, you got one more. Big breath in. Big breath out. Hold here. Now, right hand pushes up, left hand pushes down. Right hand pushes up, left hand pushes down. Little pulsation for 4, 3, 2, 1, and then let's take the side bend. Right hand comes down, left arm comes up and over. Oh, that is a spicy meatball. Okay, let's come back to gate. Now bend the right knee, spin the left toes out behind you, pick up the left knee, pressing the left hand down, take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let's twist. So as you twist, push into the left hand and see if you can rotate muscles and massage the muscles that you just worked around your waist. Now, blade of the left foot facing away from me, come into a prana lunge by spinning on the right heel, turning the toes out to the side, or side plank. Lifting with the left butt, the left waist, right arm goes over the head, big juicy stretch. And then let's come down onto the hands, onto the knees if you like. Chaturanga, elbows hugging in. Now, cobra or up dog, totally up to you. Roll the shoulders up, back and down, stretch the belly, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Grip with the fingertips. Find the bandhas, hands, feet, and core. Let's do the left leg. Let it float you light to the sky. Wake up the bandhas, and as you exhale, undulate through the spine. Just roll into your lunge. Left foot steps in. Inhale, open. And then exhale, contract. Expansion. With every expansion, there is a contraction. One more time. Finding the expansion from your diaphragm, your breathing, and then exhaling. Let's take the right knee to the floor. Push the left foot, let the arms float. Interlace the fingers and open. Imagine the palms open the crown. And then let the hips sink down with the tail, with the roots. And then let's take the hands to the floor. Take a little gentle half split. Again, find that undulation in your tailbone area. Allow that movement coming from the tailbone to ripple through the spine, exploring, trying to figure out how your technique's feeling today. And then let's do a little bit of Pilates. Let's bend that left knee. Right toe spin towards me. So I'm going to be facing away from you for this bit, but it might help with technique, so just see how you go. Straighten the left leg out. Slide the left arm down the left leg, and then reach up through the right arm. Now expand the obliques, make space around the obliques. You've got so many important stabilizer muscles here. And as we come back up, turn the left toes out in the direction you're facing and really root that foot down. Remember, your hips are going to be steady, engage your glutes. And then let's take Vashti Mudra. So the palms face out, cross the arms over the chest, over the heart. And then let's just do 6 rounds of leaning to the right. When you feel like you're a little compromised, come back up. Leaning to the right, inhaling. Exhale, lift with Mula Bandha. Inhaling, connecting your brain to your root. Exhaling, lifting the root. Inhaling, so the inhale, a little side bend. Exhale, engagement. So when we exhale, we naturally engage the belly muscles right close to the spine, really centered in the body. Let's do one more hold and push out with the arms. Inhale, Vashti Mudra, hands come in front. Exhale, push out with the arms as you fold. Try and keep your hips steady and stable, remember? Like we practiced last week, we're trying to find stability in the pelvis so that the spine feels free. Let's keep going. Inhaling, exhaling. One more time. Inhaling, exhaling. Now hold here. Push up with the left hand, down with the right hand. Up with the left hand, little pulsation. Just the ribs and the arms are moving. You're gonna push, relax, push, relax. Give me 4, 3, 2. Let's come back up into gate. Right arm comes over, little side bend. Whew. It's quite hard that. Let's come back up. Keiko's toys in the background there. Bend the left knee, back to the lunge, right hand. Right toes on the floor, and then lift the right knee with the thigh and twist. Twist away from me, I think. Or towards me, sorry. Left arm is opening. Now, your option, belay to the right foot, just spin on the heel of the left foot. Or, I can't tell if it's the music or a cat toy. Lift up with the hips. Take the left arm over the head. Breathe in. Exhale. Knees or toes, chaturanga. Now let's do a little freestyle locust here. I did this last week and I feel like it's really good for your back. So let's just explore how to activate the back muscles first. So we take the arms and squeeze them in towards each other behind the back. And then the legs lift, so just so the knees are off the floor. Now, if at any point in this you feel like your lower back is working too hard, or you feel like your glutes are working too hard, then focus your brain to other muscles in the back of your body, because every other muscle is working. So look at the ground, focus on what you feel, try to spread your awareness through the whole back body. Now imagine you're a little swimming locust. You've been plopped into a swimming pool, as locusts do probably find their way into quite a few swimming pools. And then you're a little swimming locust, so you're just freestyling it, moving around. Your arms and legs are moving, and just like we do this with the core sometimes, the other side of the core, the stomach muscles, where the arms and legs are just freestyling it, and that's working the core, the center of the body. So allow some movement, but be aware of the movement. Try not to overstrain the neck or the back. And then let's come down and have a little prostration shake. Finding a little space. And let's bend the right knee, pick up the right foot with the right hand, coming up into a sphinx quad stretch. So let the hip come forward. So like last week, it's quite a lot of floor work today. Not so much with the standing poses, but I quite enjoy sometimes just focusing on a certain area, and also rolling around on the floor is always very welcome. So opening the shoulder, the wrist, the foot, the thigh, the quad, right into the hip flexors. And then let's change it up a little. Let's change sides. Pick up the left foot. Squeeze the glute. So I'm going to mirror you for this bit so you can see me. Come back to Sphinx. Shake the hips a little bit. Move the right hand to the left elbow. Bend the left knee, leg that's closest to me. And then roll over onto the blade of your right foot. Take the left foot and ball of the foot behind the right foot. Now use your left arm to come up into side plank. So this is this little wild thing side plank we do. Squeeze the bum, little flip the dog. Let's come back down. And then change sides. Come to the belly, bend the right leg. Come over onto the left elbow. Ball of the right foot to the floor and then lift. Really charging up that left leg. So squeeze the outer hip, the glute medius. And then come down. We'll do one more each side. Back to the belly. Right hand comes towards me. Left foot goes behind. And then flexing the right foot, lift the energy of your right side. Squeeze your glutes like we practiced with the block earlier. And then one more rolling towards me. We'll flip the dog over on the elbow, glutes, engage, inhaling, and exhaling to come down, back onto the belly, and then your choice for back bend, cobra up dog. Nice big breath in, and then exhale, downward dog. Tabletop, now find the center, roll back to dog, and feel free to kind of undulate a little bit through downward dog. I'm going to move my hips around, see if I can create a little stretch for myself. And then bring the feet to the center of the mat, bend both knees, swivel the hips away from me, and then bend the knees and push the hips down towards the heels. And then come back to center, swiveling on the balls of the feet, push the hips away from me, and then do the same. Oh, and then back to center, and then right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee. Take a little flip over like we just practiced on the elbow. Use your glute, your left leg is straight in the same way. The ball of the right foot presses down. Find your waist muscles. Flip back over and take that right foot through. Let's do high lunge. High lunge with this open hand mudra, prana mudra. Now let's enjoy kind of settling in this lunge just for a couple of breaths. Squeeze the left thigh. Track the right knee over the toes, and then let's do that mudra meditation. Palms come out, connecting with the crown, and then we scoop the palms in, back, and then through. Let's do one more. So notice there's like a gentle back bend with the external rotation, a little gentle undulation into a forward bend with the internal rotation, and then back to the start position. Now this left hand closest to me, is going to go over towards the right, and as it does, squeeze the thighs together, engage Mula Bandha. Drop into that right leg and let's take a twist. Bring the hands to the heart, inhaling, opening the heart. Exhaling, let your right arm move back. Beautiful twist, releasing tension. Hands come to the floor. Left hand roots. Spin into prana lunge, or you can come into that little flip the dog variation of side plank again, lifting and opening through your right waist. Breathing in and breathing out. Flipping, toes, knees, chaturanga, all the way to the belly. And then let's interlace the fingers for this variation of locust. So we're going to work a little bit of a stretch for the wrists, really opening up. Spread out your toes, squeeze the shoulder blades together and inhale. And then exhale, coming down. Take the prostration, little shimmy shake. Cobra or up dog, your choice. Like a snake, feel that there's more space in the spine now, and these beautiful waves of movement can start to come. More freedom, more energy. Feet together, left leg, bend the left knee. Now open the hip or flip over, right leg straight. So the same technique, glutes engage, pelvic floor, and don't forget those important waist muscles. And then as we flip it, knee comes to nose, Feel the rounding of the spine as you undulate. And then the left foot steps through, high lunge. Arms to the sky. Settling into your strong, steady legs. And then the palms up. Coming down into a beautiful mudra meditation. So this symbolic of openness. What's going on today? It might be a difficult day. Just be open, be receptive, non-judgmental. Try to keep this flowing feeling by not creating tension or rigidity, by staying soft to whatever's going on right now. And let's externally rotate. Palms go up. And then internally rotate. Palms draw in and back. Back to the mudra. Inhaling, undulating, finding those waves of movement. Exhaling to go forward, feel the stretch in your shoulder blades. And then coming back to the start position. Now left hand on left thigh. The right arm goes across. And then right elbow, as you squeeze your inner thighs together, you feel strong. Slide the back leg a little further back if you need to. And Jali as you breathe in. As you breathe out, find this beautiful movement in your waist. About those waist muscles. Right hand comes to the floor. And as you develop the twist a little more, either come into prana lunge, staying on that left heel, or left foot goes behind on the ball of the foot, and then working from the hips and the waist. Breathing in. And then exhale, hands to the ground. Chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. And we'll walk our hands to the feet. Very nice to do a little standing balance. So let's come to gorilla to give our wristies a little bit of love here. Very important. Bending the elbows, bending the knees, probably more importantly. Just gonna have a wee drinky here while we're chatting, while we're in gorilla. So as you release, let's very slowly roll up into standing. Take a time to rise. Hands to lower back like we practice. Now see how free you can feel. Imagine the feet, the legs, the pelvic floor support you so you feel really kind of supported. Now I'm going to come to face you for this bit because we're going to do a little mudra meditation in tree pose and then maybe a little dancer's pose, see how we're feeling. So let's take the palms to face up. Now we've been doing this for a few weeks now where you're not allowed to touch the foot. If you touch the foot, 50 burpees. So just the big toes on the floor. Foot can come to the calf or a little higher up on the inner thigh. It's up to you. Well, it's up to your legs. Draw the energy in. Think about the exercises that we just did, supporting the waist, supporting the glutes, and then finding that stability, that rooting. Now, as you do the meditation with the arms, imagine you're a tree and you're undulating, opening, and then as the hands come forward, it's like you're diving into the ocean. Inhaling. And the support of your legs is allowing this movement. Exhaling. Inhaling. And then exhaling. Now on this round, come back to the start position, lift the right knee to the chest, and then imagine you're doing locust. Keep the right knee bent, swoop it out behind you. Maybe pick up the right foot with the right hand, or maybe even both hands can reach. And then take a little half bow. Wherever you are, just expand. You can be in locust. Right knee comes back up. Right foot lands. Okay, let's do the other side. Find the center. Find your roots. Find your core. Turn the left toes out. God, I love this track so much. Foot. Gather. Just be very present. This is the most important thing. Focus on the muscles that you want to feel activating to support you, and then undulating. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. With the music. What a tune. This is such a tune. It's a bit sexy, isn't it? Alright, let's come back to the start position. Now, left knee. Now bend the right knee so that you can swing the left foot up and back. Take the arms back. Stay in like a locust variation. Or pick up the left ankle. And take the bow. If you can reach with both hands, it's a pretty nice stretch for the chest. Slowly come back up. Left knee. And then land. Shaking it out with the music. Getting a bit sexy with those hips. Okay, let's come to the back of the mat. Interlace the fingers. Draw the arms back and down like locusts. Let the heart open to the sun. And then exhale, knees soft. Bandha. Stretch the shoulders. Stretch the legs. Work space into every joint. Allow your body to flow more freely with this creation of space. Hands to the floor. Let's walk forward into plank. Take an inhale. Exhale, walk the right hand out. Inhale. Exhale, walk the left hand out. So the hands are wide and we bring the chest between the hands. Now this works a little more the obliques. So the wider the hands, the harder the obliques are working. Drop to the knees if you need to, and just take 2 breaths here. Think about hugging in the waists as you exhale, pushing into the hands. Inhale, exhale. Knees to the floor. Dive the chest down and relax. Give the hips a little shake out. Roll over onto your right side. Hold the back of your head. Vishnu's couch. Tree pose with the left leg. Pick up the big toe or the back of the leg's fine. And then squeeze the glutes like we did in tree. Open a little bit. Create more space in the inside hip by rolling the left toes away from me. And then slide the right leg in, either straight or a little 90-degree angle. So keeping the knee in line with the hip. Now as the left leg goes down, straight, left hip squeezes to right hip, left elbow, right elbow come to Sphinx, and we're in a Sphinx twist. Now lift the chest, and maybe left arm reaches to the right, underneath the right arm. Whew, it's a big old twist. So you can go deeper into this if you want to. If you want to keep that right leg straight, you're welcome to, or you can keep it bent, no worries. And just take 2 breaths into that outer hip. Let's come back up into Sphinx. Curl the left toes under and see if you can suck the right knee to the nose. Coming back into forearm plank. Hips. Sphinx. Vishnu's couch facing away from me. Left hand. Left leg is strong. Right knee is tree. And then maybe pick up the big toe or the back of the leg. Expand. Use the big muscles of your glute maximus. Open some space. Now breathe. Breathe into the whole front of the body. Little stretch in the right leg, but don't force it. And then as you slide the left leg in, a right angle, or straighten the leg in line with the hip. And the right leg goes right down to the ground straight. And then squeeze the right hip into the left hip. Oh, I love this pose. Trip to the osteopath asana, this pose. And if you want more, right arm. It's not for everybody's back, right? Sometimes twists can be a little bit too much. So you just stop wherever you need to stop. This kind of posture, it's like massaging those rivers in your body and just waking up these waves of energy. So let's come back onto the forearms. Curl the right toes under and suck that left knee to the nose. Forearm plank. Now in forearm plank, push into the forearms, engage your leg muscles. Take a breath in. As you exhale, draw your right knee to your nose, lift your hips a little bit. Swing the right knee to the left, come back to center and then bring the right foot back. Left knee to the nose, swing the left knee to the right, back to the center, right foot, left foot comes back. Knee to nose, right knee to the left, knee to nose, plank. Knee to nose, left leg. And then hold, knees to the ground, child's pose. Taking a wee rest. And now let's practice another variation of side plank, because why not? There are so many. Let's come forward into tabletop. Downward facing dog. Oh. Now, right leg floats up. Now really emphasize this undulation of drawing in your pelvic floor, energy through the core, knee to nose, shift the shoulders as far forward as you can, and then bring that right foot over to me as high up as possible. Fallen triangle, we did this last week. Very similar stretch to the last one. We're going to lift the energy of the waist and the glutes like we practiced. Take the left arm over the head. Bring it to the floor, roll onto the ball of the left foot, and then come all the way down onto your elbows for that stretch that we literally just did. You can bend that right knee if you need to. Take a moment here. And then slide the right leg in. Roll to the belly. Hips shaky, shaky, shaky with the music. Cobra, up dog, whatever you feel. And then exhale, downward dog. Down dog's the center, remember? This is where you check in with your body. Left leg, breathing it in. Exhale, knee to nose, undulate. Come all the way forward. Left foot goes to the right. Both legs straight. Inner and outer feet. Hips lift, falling triangle. Beautiful big lift with that left waist. And then hands to the floor. Left foot can stay where it is, or if this hurts or something's not right, feel free to just come through a normal vinyasa, or just come all the way down onto that left hip and take that little sphinx. And then sliding the left leg in, back onto the belly. Little shimmy shake in the hips. Cobra or up dog. Long tailbone legs behind you. Heart opens, neck is soft. Tabletop. Downward dog. So, this last little variation, it's not really side plank. Well, it's not side plank. It's called a scorpion front plank, scorpion dandasana. So we'll take the right leg up to the sky. Now in this one, we're going to bend the heel to the tail, bend the knee, and then come forward into a little scorpion push-up plank. So you're rolling forward. Now you can roll to the blade of the left foot, have a little flip over, and then come back onto the right hand, scorpion, and then sting with your scorpion pincer, what's the name? Stinger, there you go. Right foot, sting, sting, sting. Now chaturanga. And then right leg comes down with a shake. Stretch your wrists if you need to. The prostration is there. You just surrender all the tension. And then again, cobra. Whatever you feel. Downward dog. Last one, left leg. Now keep the hips level, bend the left knee. Now create that stinger with your left foot. You're having a fight with a honey badger. As the honey badger lunges towards you, you lift and you sting. It's like a little back bend in your plank. Option to flip over. You can be on the knee, remember. And then coming back when you're ready. Sting, attack, and then lower down. Now let's try bows. See if you can reach both ankles. Draw the legs together. Now 3 rounds of bow. Let your head relax. Cling tightly with your hands. I like to flex my feet, but it's totally up to you. And then just let your spine softly open as you breathe into the legs. Exhale, come down, little break. And then let's rise up again. So you can try pointing and straightening, flexing the feet, what feels good. Last round. Further strengthen your legs, but be as soft as you can. In your upper body and in your chest. And apparently in your brain, like I am today. So you're lifting, engaging the legs. Breathe. Come down, properly shake it out. I can't not shake my hips with this music. Okay, hands under shoulders, tabletop. Come back to kneeling. Rolling through, and then let's stretch the wrists a little bit. So I kind of want to put everything together so that we can have a bit of a play to finish. But if this is like a little too much and your wrists are really hurting or you're super tired, feel free to just do a couple of rounds of camel or something instead, or bridge, or because we're going to do some forward folds after this. So but hang tough with me if you can. Hands come forward. Now downward facing dog. Take the feet together for easier flipping. Right leg rises up on the breath in. Now bend the knee, open the hip, land soft as you flip over the top of the body. First variation of Vashisthasana. You come back to the right hand and the knee comes to the nose. Let's do that triangle, fallen triangle variation of Vashisthasana. Opening towards me. Now left hand comes down, knee to nose, back into 3-legged dog. And then let's try that scorpion variation. Bend the right knee, heel to tail. Shift the weight forward, attacking the honey badger. Option to flip over or come to the blade of the left foot. Maybe you can take partridge pose. Picking up your right foot behind your back. It's like bow. As you flip back over, scorpion plank, scorpion chaturanga, and then collapsing scorpion because it's knackered. Chilling scorpion. Scorpion having a siesta. Again, if you felt that in your wrists, just stretch them out. I feel like it's really important just to pepper in some stretches when you're doing these kind of poses, because you do build a lot of strength, but you just want to make sure you're balancing it out. All right, let's slide the hands in. Shoulders up, back and down. Beautiful big breath in. Downward facing dog. Let's finish this little side plank sequence. Feet come together. Left leg floats up. Bend the knee, Vashisthasana 1. Flipping over the top in your downward dog. Use the muscles. Feel this beautiful back bend. Feel the buoyancy of the bandhas. 3-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Triangle variation. Feel the lift of the bandhas. Feel the energy in your hand. Take the weight off the wrist. Back to plank, knee to nose. 3-legged dog. Scorpion. Attacking, working your back body muscles. Either flipping over or picking up that left, picking up the left ankle and taking partridge. Little back bend. Lifting with the hips. And then flipping back into scorpion plank, chaturanga, and then again chilling out. Letting it all go. And then let's come up into tabletop. Take the knees close. Cross the ankles and roll to seated. God, it's hard work. I was going to do some forearm balance, but I feel like that might be enough shoulder strengthening for the day. So let's get a little creative with our wrists. Let's massage the wrists after that. Little rolling locust. Sitting with the legs nice and wide to give us the kind of base of a nice forward bend. Going to be a little bit experimental here, experimental with my movements. Try to imagine that your upper body is like seaweed in the ocean, and it's totally free, and that the hips and the spine are kind of rooting. I'm going to do some little side bends because it feels good, and I implore you to enjoy just some free movement. You know, maybe you come down into the forward bend, press out the balls of the big toes. You could go side to side from one leg to the other leg. Just enjoying, exploring. Maybe the side bends feel really good. Maybe a little twist over the back shoulder. Doesn't really matter, as long as it's feeling like it's kind of resetting your body a little bit. Oh. Whenever you're ready, you can just settle in this Prasarita Padottanasana, this forward bend. Paschimottanasana. Allowing this deep forward bend to kind of soothe the spine, to cleanse all of those back bends that we just did. Let's do one more juicy twist, just to make sure everything is kind of settled and feeling good, really. So slide the legs in nice and slowly. Sorry, I was just finding a little bit less punchy music. Right leg goes over left. I'm going to mirror you because I'm facing you, and then twist gently over to the right side. And massaging your waist muscles a little bit. And then let's change legs. Left leg over right. You can always straighten the bottom leg out. Hugging in the left leg, gently massaging. And then as we come back to center, let's lie down. So get yourself really comfortable in a lying down position. Let's just enjoy a moment or two to feel that internal flow. To notice that we've let go of rigidity. Feel that the body is more fluid, more open. Noticing the difference. The difference of how we feel now compared to how we felt at the start of the practice, what we noticed. Enjoying this feeling of free flow. Body is open. The mind is open. like the sky or looking in a mirror. We allow everything to come in, but at the same time, everything leaves. We don't hold on to anything. Freedom and a spaciousness that helps us to find liberation, peace. Feeling of lightness in the heart. Feeling of openness in the mind. Any thoughts that aren't really serving us can just come in and go. When you're ready, take a gentle stretch anywhere in your body that feels good. Spontaneously and creatively moving in those wave-like manners, allowing your body to guide you. You come to one side for a few moments. And when you're ready, we'll come to seated slowly, allowing ourselves to be slow and unhurried. And as we ascend, we sit in any position that feels comfortable. Let's enjoy 3 Om to complete the practice. Let's imagine these Oms come from this open heart, a genuine connection to the universe through this vibration, sound, the most primordial vibration of the universe, the first energy that surges through us all, that keeps us all connected. So let's enjoy a deep inhale. A soothing exhale. Inhale 3 sacred Om. The light at the center of me bows to the light at the center of you. Namaste. I really hope you enjoyed the practice today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Really enjoying diving a little bit deeper into the philosophy of yoga, the philosophy of Buddhism and Taoism. Just beautiful, helping us to navigate the challenges that we all face at the moment that are on a global level, but also keeping up with those personal challenges too. But the support that this practice can give us is second to none. When we actually apply the yogic philosophy to our lives and we actually live by it rather than just practicing it, then I think this is the game changer. This is what gives us so much support and so much freedom from worry, from suffering that is unnecessary. And so helping us to be more compassionate with others, helping us to look outwards and, you know, what can we do to support each other and support the planet. So yeah, I've seen a lot over the years. There's a lot of people in yoga that talk the talk but don't really walk the walk, you know. So I really encourage you to take this feeling of inner strength, compassion, openness back into the day and use the practice as a way to connect and have just a little more peace and calm. So I'll stop rambling at you. Love you loads. Have the most amazing rest of your day and get in touch with me, and please send me a message and come to a live class if you're able anytime.